downtown Detroit. Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
A woman who lost almost everything.
Everything just started this coming. I just like, I can't do it no more. I just can't do this.
Who rallied around her to save her life with what is inside this door.
Plenty of showers and thunderstorms this morning, but will we see more pop before the end of tonight?
All right, Ben, and a very popular business set to open up shop in downtown Detroit.
But we begin with breaking news coming from President Trump.
At a news conference a short time ago, he reiterated that both sides were to blame for the unrest this weekend in Charlottesville, Virginia, that left 1 person dead and more injured. Karen Drew is following this for us from the newsroom. Karen?
Well, Kim and Steve, the president just held a press conference on infrastructure that ended with him defending his initial response against the violence in Charlottesville, Virginia. Now, he blamed the violence on both sides of the conflict, equating the white supremacists on one side with what he called the alt-left on the other side.
I think there's blame on both sides. You look at both sides. I think there's blame on both sides, and I have no doubt about it. I've condemned neo-Nazis. I've condemned many different groups. But not all of those people were neo-Nazis, believe me. Not all of those people were white supremacists by any stretch. Those people were also there because they wanted to protest the taking down of a statue, Robert E. Lee.
The president came under fire after his initial response after the violence in Charlottesville, where he did not condemn white supremacists. The group had gathered to protest the removal of a statue of Robert E. Lee, and the president claimed the statue was very important to people who participated in the march, also asking whether or not opponents of such monuments were also prepared to take down statues of George Washington and Thomas Jefferson because they too owned slaves. He also defended his initial statement on the violence.
I didn't wait long. I didn't wait long. I didn't wait long. I wanted to make sure, unlike most politicians, that what I said was correct, not make a quick statement. The statement I made on Saturday, the first statement, was a fine statement, but you don't make statements that direct unless you know the fact. It takes a little while to get the facts. You still don't know the facts. And it's a very, very important process to me, and it's a very important statement. So I don't want to go quickly and just make a statement for the sake of making a political statement. I want to know the facts.
President Trump also said he heard the comments made by the mother of the woman who was killed during the protest and appreciated those comments and would be reaching out to her. Of course, this is a developing story. We're working it here in the newsroom, and we'll bring you more reaction. Meantime, I'll send it back to you.
Also breaking news right now, the state attorney general and the FBI announced they have busted an alleged opioid and human trafficking ring operating in Oakland and Macomb counties.
Let's get right to Mara McDonald. She's live downtown tonight with more on this story. Mara?
Kimberly, here's what we know right now, that the AG says 3 men and 1 woman have all been charged here. Now, 3 are in custody and 1 needs to be extradited back from Ohio. Police are telling us the man who fled to Ohio is 57-year-old Maurice Rushton. He's been charged with 5 felonies, all related to human trafficking. Per the AG, all 4 were operating a ring that used women as the bait. These women were used for sexual services. Once that deal was closed, the drug pushing would begin. They've ID'd Melvin Niblett, who is 38 years old, as the ringleader. He's been charged with 10 felonies. The other 2 busted are 45-year-old Corey Cooper. He's been charged with 2 felonies, and 27-year-old Jasmine McGinnis. She's looking at 7 felonies. According to the criminal complaint, they set up shop in 2 areas, a home in Madison Heights and multiple hotel rooms in Southfield. In addition, Niblett and Cooper were busted for selling drugs out of the city of Warren as well. So more to come on this, Steve and Kimberly. AG says those arraignments are ongoing and they expect the extradition of Mr. Rushton to happen shortly. We're live downtown tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
All right, Mara, thanks for the update. Steve?
An early morning shooting on the city's west side leaves 1 person dead.
Police say a man and a woman were shot while at a traffic light on Hubble and Outer Drive. The man was shot multiple times and died. The woman is in critical condition. Police are looking for a burgundy Mazda seen leaving the scene at high speeds. If you have any information, contact police.
The search continues for a suspect and a motive for an early morning shooting at a West Side Detroit apartment building. A 20-year-old man was shot in the stomach inside a unit of the Iris Manor Apartments. That's on Iris Street near West Chicago and Myers. The victim remains hospitalized and is in critical condition. Boy, that was a wild scene. Today, some first responders recognized for their effort earlier this month during that dramatic high-speed chase and Amber Alert for an abducted 2-year-old. During that chase, there were acts of heroism by police officers and firefighters who helped that little girl after the crash ended.
And as Nick Monticelli reports, those firefighters are in the limelight today after making sure Sandra Renee got home safely.
Listen, when one of these are rolling down the road with the lights and the sirens going, you know that somebody somewhere needs help. In this case, it was that 2-year-old girl, Sandra Renee, part of that Amber Alert. It's really interesting to hear the story from the firefighters' perspective, what they saw, the chase coming towards them, and then what they had to do to take care of that precious 2-year-old.
This is the vehicle northbound. It's a hurry.
Earlier this month, much of Metro Detroit was captivated by the Amber Alerts and then chase as police tracked down the man who allegedly took 2-year-old Sandra Renee from her mother using a machete. Hours went by and eventually police found them, which led to this chase ending near 7 Mile in Myers, which just happened to be very, very close to a fire station.
He drove right past us, and we looked, we see the little girl in the back. She wasn't in no seatbelt or anything, so we was like, wow, we got to be ready for this. So we were getting prepared. I have been to scenes where kids being unrestrained, we had found them in trees or in other people's yards because they've been ejected. So we were preparing for the worst, but hoping for the best.
I'm thinking this could be a disaster.
It wasn't good, but it wasn't terribly bad either. The chase ended after the suspect, Grady Lamar Barrett, allegedly crashed into other vehicles.
The cop had just pulled her out of the car. And so then I went and grabbed her and brought her into the rig and tried to keep her, talk to her, because she was hysterical, of course. Her parents wasn't around and she was worried about her mother.
Just parent mode, talk to her in a soft voice, show her some passion, show her that we're friends. Tried to get her a little teddy bear, just get her to open up to us, and she finally did.
Despite all of this, Sandra turned out to be just fine, with just a few bumps and bruises.
How many of you are startled and worried when you receive an Amber Alert?
And because of how fast they worked and how Sandra is just fine, the crew from Engine 30 was awarded this morning.
I went to my father mode because I got 2 daughters, and so I really just, I was just worried about her.
At Detroit Public Safety Headquarters, Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
Very deserving there. And also today, another group of firefighters and paramedics were honored after doing nonstop CPR on a man for 10 to 15 minutes. Their efforts saved that 70-year-old's life.
So this morning I look out the window at the front lawn and it's going, oh, come on, more, more. Well, we didn't get enough though.
No, and I almost didn't recognize the sound. It's been so long since we've seen it. But we did get some rain in the morning. Yeah. We've got a slight chance of seeing some more here in the evening hours, but I think a lot of us are going to stay dry. In fact, Fort Live radar is coming up completely clear right now. That stuff's just false echoes out there in Macomb and St. Clair County. There are some showers that are developing a little bit further south. This is south of Toledo, and you can see just a couple of those raindrops. Again, the chance is ever so slight that we see anything here in our backyard. Much better chances exist as we get into Thursday. So for the rest of tonight, we'll generally see these skies continue to clear out. 73 is where we're going to be at 10 o'clock. Humidity is going to drop slightly tonight. We're also in for some cooler temperatures, and we'll talk about better chances of thunderstorms on Thursday, and also look forward to the weekend, which doesn't look half bad. Half may be the operative word. We'll talk more about that coming up, guys.
All right, thanks, Ben. Is he on the ballot or off the ballot? Former state senator and current city council candidate Virgil Smith will soon learn his political future. The Michigan Supreme Court has ordered an appeals court to review a plea deal Smith negotiated with Wayne County prosecutor Kim Worthy that was designed to keep Smith out of office during his 5 years on probation. That agreement was struck down by a circuit court. Now an appeals court ruling is expected by August 25th.
A popular athletic apparel brand is making its way to downtown this fall. Bedrock announced today in a tweet that Lululemon will be opening on Woodward. Lululemon is best known for its leggings and already has several locations in Metro Detroit, including stores at Somerset Collection and 12 Oaks Mall. Some of Lululemon's neighbors on Woodward will be Nike, Warby Parker and John Varvatos. So we'll be in great company there. We're just getting started here on the News at 5.
Yes, we are. Much more ahead in this next hour, including business booming when it comes to booze in Michigan. Some stunning new numbers showing just how much folks in our state like to drink.
And police say it's a miracle this woman survived what she endured for close to a month. We'll have that coming up. Plus, here's Jason.
Call it Extreme Makeover Detroit edition. This house was once in shambles. Now it's incredible inside. You're going to see that, and we're going to tell you how it may have saved one woman's life.
Tonight new at 6.
This puppy's injuries are so bad we can only show you some of them on television. New tonight, how she ended up in this condition and how you can help make sure she gets the care she needs.
And this thief has a taste for the finer things, but the type of booze he's been stealing has police pushing harder to find it. A Detroit woman is living a dream in a new home.
Yeah, it's on the city's west side at the corner of Curtis and Pinehurst. So what's so special about this home, you might ask? Let's bring in Jason Colthorpe to tell us how it may have saved that woman's life. Hi, Jason.
Hey, Kim. Hey, Steve. And you know, maybe more than just hers, because this woman now, after what's happened to hers, has big plans to pay it forward. She was working with a nonprofit group to remodel this home. She was one of the people out here working. She worked a little bit on the landscaping, which is fantastic too, by the way. The whole time she was doing that work, she had no idea this was all going to be hers.
It was really, really bad. It was a couple dogs in here, pit bulls. The floors were terrible.
This property was destined for the foreclosure heap until Jerry Boykin and his nonprofit group got a hold of it and went to work.
I was tearing out walls and cabinets, and I didn't know where I was going to get the money to put them back. I would get up 3, 4, 5 in the morning some nights and come over here, by myself, and I would post a video on Facebook or Instagram, and people would see me working, and some people would come by.
Then the donations poured in.
Everything in here is 100% donated.
Karen Walker was one of those volunteers and was here the day she thought it was being given to another family.
Not for 1 second. I didn't realize what was going on until he sat there and he turned around and said, "This is for you."
The house isn't for them. It's for you, Karen.
And because I don't think I deserved it.
Karen had sold just about everything to pay for her mother's cancer treatments. She didn't have much of anything left, including hope.
I just got to the point, I can't do it no more. And then when it's just like everything just started just coming. I can't do it no more. I just can't do this.
I'm hearing her on the phone and I'm like, we can't wait another 3 weeks to give her this house because she was just really down.
But now, as she looks around her new home, she's excited for the future.
I was losing my faith, and Lord said, okay, the way I feel, he said, hold on, I'm going to show you what I can do. You've been through enough, And now I got back more than whatever I had, more.
And we just do it to show people that, the power of love is very, very powerful.
It really is powerful. And as Jerry said, how many people did you say you had working on this total? A lot, right?
It was probably over a couple hundred.
Couple hundred people working on this. It was really a total effort. And now that it's all done, I think when Karen was telling me about it, she want a home. It's home, and you knew that when your son was here and her grandkids, it was game night. And that's when she looked at me. This woman is infectious, I got to tell you. She said, that's when I knew it was home. So she's got a new home, and she's very grateful. Guys, back to you.
I love Karen's reaction, and that's just fantastic. Jason, though, I'm wondering, is this the first time that this has been done, and is Jerry thinking about doing it again for somebody else?
This was the first one, actually. But he does have plans. Jerry's actually got he's got the deed to another place. And this is his philosophy. He goes, it's all going to work out. He's actually got a property he owes the taxes on. He's $2,000 short. He's already getting some donations in, and he's hoping that will come through. He needs it by Thursday. You can go to his We Are One Community Unity Facebook page, and he has a lot of people helping him out. He knows he's going to make it, and he's going to do this again for another lucky family.
Doing great things for the community. Love this story. Okay, Jason, we appreciate it.
Boy, that is just great.
Ah,
Talk about paying it forward, huh?
Fantastic, indeed.
Nice, nice, nice. All right, you touched on the rain, and it just touched us a little bit.
Just a little bit. Mike has touched us a little bit more,
Yeah.
but our chances don't really get better until Thursday.
Yeah.
So until then, temperature-wise, we're not doing too bad. We're still feeling like summer out there. Temperatures at the mid-80s right now, in Metro at 85. Ann Arbor's at 84, slightly cooler here in our north and west zones in the 70s generally, but that humidity became more noticeable today, that's for sure. Dew point started to creep up into the mid-60s in spots. Compared to yesterday, though, the temperatures are a little bit warmer. There are some places where it's slightly cooler here in Lapeer and Port Huron, but generally just tacking on a few degrees on top of what we had at this time yesterday. And there's not a whole lot to look at, unfortunately, on the radar. You can see a couple of those showers forming down across northern Ohio. That looks like it's going to miss us. There's just a slight chance of seeing a shower appear tonight. And again, the better chances are going to be when another system starts to make its way in as we head towards Thursday. So we'll take a step through our forecast map tonight, and the clouds that are out there are going to start thinning out tonight, and that's going to allow temperatures to become a little bit cooler overnight than what we've been used to. Wednesday looks dry. Thursday, though, you can start to see the showers developing by 10 a.m. out here in the central part of the state, but it really looks like it's going to be the afternoon hours before we see a good chance of showers and maybe a thunderstorm in here as we get into Thursday. Right now, we are under a marginal risk for severe weather for those thunderstorms, so we'll keep an eye on Thursday. We're also keeping an eye on Monday, and as we look at the weather for Monday, it still looks like the center part of the country, including here in Michigan, under mostly sunny skies, and unfortunately, the folks here on the East Coast down towards the Carolinas, I'm going to see a few more clouds and chances of showers as we head towards that total solar eclipse on Monday afternoon. Low temperatures tonight, again, slightly cooler than what we saw last night. We'll call it 62 here in the city. Generally low 60s across our metro zone. Some upper 50s here in our south zone, especially out in Lenawee County, 59 in Onstead, Adrian, Tecumseh. West zone temperatures almost exclusively 50s, except for the 60s here in Novi, Canton, and down towards Ann Arbor. And north of M59 in our north zone, we're looking at mid-50s, mid to upper 50s in all locations, except for right here towards the lake, where we're looking at 60 in both Lexington and Port Huron. High temperatures tomorrow heading towards 82 with partly cloudy skies and not quite as humid. We'll see those dew points dip just a few degrees as we head into tomorrow. Temperatures stay relatively steady all the way through the weekend, and then here comes the eclipse as we get into Monday. Mostly sunny and 86 as we all skip work to go outside and look at that. I will be working as we go to Kentucky.
Yeah, right. You won't be working. You're going to be having fun.
Well, a lot of folks down there will be, that's for sure. We'll start our broadcast on Sunday night at 11, and of course, it's the point of the greatest eclipse down there in Hopkinsville in some farm field in the middle of Kentucky. It's like our own personal Woodstock.
Have you been to Hopkinsville?
It's a metropolis, isn't it?
I grew up just north of there in Evansville, so it's not too far.
Well, there you go. Going home then. Good for you.
That's awesome. All right, let's check in with Dr. McGeorge. Hi, Doc.
Hey, Steve and Kimberly. You know, there's a new reason to make sure your kids are getting sufficient sleep, and this has nothing to do with heading back to school. Coming up, the serious health problem being linked to your child's bedtime.
But first, a youth pastor makes a stunning admission in court. What he's admitting he did years ago that will now send him to prison for a long time.
The local.
Across Michigan this Tuesday, we're following stories from Muskegon and up north in Presque-Isle.
We start on the west side of the state in Grand Haven. A former youth pastor there has pleaded guilty to sexually abusing a young boy more than a decade ago. 31-year-old Daniel Hoffman has admitted he abused a boy who was a neighbor between 2003 and 2008. At that time, Hoffman served as a youth minister at Jenison Public Schools. Hoffman will remain jailed without bond. He will face sentencing on September 11th. There's a search warrant across Michigan this evening for a stabbing suspect.
That warrant comes from Presque-Isle County in northern lower Michigan. The sheriff's office there says 42-year-old Richard Nieswanger got into a fight at a bar Saturday night and stabbed a man. The victim is recovering from his wound. Nieswanger took off in a van. Deputies say he may be camping in the area of Lake May in Presque-Isle County. And police in Muskegon are investigating the discovery of a noose found over the weekend at an elementary school playground. A staff member at Glenside Elementary School found the noose on playground equipment Sunday morning and called police. The school hosts early childhood education classes as well as adult education classes. Investigators are examining security camera video from the weekend as they search for whomever is responsible.
New at 5:30.
an incredible story of survival.
It's a miracle. I mean, it's basically a miracle.
We'll show you the two things this 25-year-old survived on after spending close to a month lost in the woods.
The corner of Farmer and Monroe in downtown Detroit has been transformed into a skate park. And a skateboarding legend came today for the unveiling. We'll tell you more about the Wayfinding Skate Park.
You live here. You know that most of Michigan every now and then likes a good stiff drink.
How is the general market, people coming in?
It's growing.
Oh, but it's more than just growing, and we will have the impressive numbers for you.
Don't hold.
Business is booming in Michigan, and it's showing no signs of letting up. Tonight, we reveal some new numbers showing just how much we Michiganders like to drink. Folks here in Michigan do like to drink, and apparently we like to drink a lot.
Yes, that's according to some stunning new numbers released by the State Liquor Control Commission. Rod Maloney joins us live tonight to break those numbers down. Rod.
This is impressive stuff. Taking 335 pages of all of the liquor stores and the liquor retailers in the state, and it's broken down county by county. We're in Macomb County tonight, and we're at BB's Liquor and Fine Wine. They are the #1 retailer outside of Meijer in Macomb County. They do over $1 million a year in gross sales. Far and away, Michigan's largest liquor retailer is Meijer, accounting for 15% of all liquor sales. In Wayne, Macomb, and Oakland counties, most Meijer stores do more than $1 million a year each. Now, last year, Michigan sold $1.3 billion worth of liquor, which accounts for 8 drinks a week for every man, woman, and child in the state. Most of that consumption comes in southeast Michigan. Macomb County nearly accounted for $116 million in sales, Oakland County nearly $183 million, and Wayne County is #1 with a shot glass with more than $1/3 billion in sales last year. The Southeast Michigan sales total is a whopping $625 million, or 48% of all sales. Now here at BB's in Utica, they pride themselves in being #1 in sales, and co-owner May Kasab tells us there's a good reason.
That's the main thing. Customer service, it's #1. If you cannot serve your customer the right way, where are you going to be at?
You can go into the beer cave and pick your favorite IPA or craft brew with that weird logo. They have a full selection of Michigan-made spirits, and they use all social media platforms and pride themselves on selection.
If you cannot find it at BB's, you cannot find it anywhere else.
Now, it is the question, what is your choice? Well, in Michigan, it's vodka that is the drink of choice, and this one's made right in Corktown. This is 2 James vodka. Back to you.
All right, Rod, I have to wonder, in terms of comparing liquor, wine, and beer sales, how do they all compare?
Okay, well, when it comes to finance, 51% of the money that gets made is with fine spirits, with spirits. But it's beer that makes up the rest of most of that. Now, the wine is a small chunk, but the rest of it, 82% of sales actually, is beer. Back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Rod Maloney.
Searching for justice. The family of the man who was shot and killed on the city's east side is asking for anybody with information to please come forward. Jerry Denman was found murdered outside a vacant home on Madeline in the area of Gratiot and Monarch. Jerry, or Doug, as he was known to most of his friends, was a father of 3 with a goal to finish barber school and become a homeowner. He was shot multiple times. His sister believes that her brother's killer was somebody that he knew.
He was on Madeline. He had been walking up and down the street, and normally everybody on Madeline Street, he knew everybody. And how the way my brother was killed, he was overkilled. Evidently, my brother had to know his killer. Whoever did it, he knew them.
If you have any information on Denman's murder, call the Crime Stoppers. You can remain anonymous. It's 1-800-SPEAK-UP.
Well, we're finally learning what golf legend Tiger Woods had in his system during his Memorial Day arrest in suspicion of driving under the influence. A screening reveals Woods had pain, anxiety, and sleep medications, along with THC in his system during the arrest in Palm Beach County. Last week, Woods entered a DUI first offender program, which suggests he would plead guilty to a lesser charge. No plea was entered on behalf of Woods. His arraignment is set for October.
Well, this is a story that some people say is an absolute miracle.
You are so right on this. An Alabama woman found alive after being missing for weeks in the woods. Kimberly Gill is here now with really an incredible story of survival.
Incredible indeed, Steve and Karen. 25-year-old Lisa Theris weighs 50 pounds lighter than she did on the day she got lost in the Alabama woods. She says she survived on only berries and wild mushrooms for nearly a month.
And then
This is the spot along Highway 82 in rural Bullock County, Alabama, where a driver spotted a woman in the wood line. It was 25-year-old Lisa Theris who had finally made it to safety after weeks of fighting to stay alive to see her family again. Investigators show us what Lisa was up against.
This shows how thick and dense this property can be.
There's still a lot of questions in the investigation into her disappearance. Sheriff Buck Rogers says the Louisville woman ran from two men who burglarized a hunting camp and got lost.
She ran into the wooded area at night. She said that she was drinking water out of a brook and eating berries and mushrooms.
No purse, no phone, hungry, thirsty, and disoriented. Search teams and dogs covered a lot of ground looking for her, but there were so many miles to cover.
A will to live is strong. You know, when you have a will to live and a will to survive, I mean, it's a miracle. I mean, it's basically a miracle.
Lisa Theris declined to comment at her home as she recovers. Family members say Lisa is weak, emaciated, and in pain, but called her a trooper who is standing strong. Yeah, she definitely had the will to survive. The two men accused of burglarizing the hunting camp have since been captured and charged, but she wanted to live to see her family again.
The officer said that will is so strong.
So very strong, indeed.
Strong woman.
Thanks, Ken.
The final touches to the White House makeover are underway. Crews began wrapping up the renovations this morning by laying fresh blacktop along the driveway and carrying furniture back into the building. Those repairs and improvements cost over $3 million, which include replacements to the building's ventilation system, upgrading the computer systems, along with a lot of other repairs. As for the president, he will return to the White House early next week. In good health, the secret to living a happier life, I want this one, and the exercise that will keep you healthier as you live that life.
But first, Dr. Frank McGeorge is here with a new reason to make getting to bed on time a priority for the kids. And oh, this is that time of year we got to battle this.
It is, Karen and Steve. You know, new research suggests children who don't get enough sleep could face a higher risk of diabetes. British researchers studied more than 4,000 9 and 10-year-olds. They found kids who slept just 1 hour less per night weighed more and had higher levels of blood glucose and insulin resistance. They estimate increasing a child's sleep time by just a half an hour per night could lower their risk of type 2 diabetes later in life. Now, if you want to stay fit well into your golden years, don't sit down on the job. In fact, a new study finds standing exercise programs are more effective for older adults than seated exercises. Seniors in standing classes were able to walk farther and faster compared to those assigned to seated classes. Now, that said, seated exercises are a great option for older people who cannot participate in other types of classes, and they do help improve strength, endurance, and flexibility. Now, finally, scientists say the secret to happy living is to focus on giving. In fact, researchers in Switzerland used brain scans to track activity in brain regions associated with socializing, decision-making, and happiness, and they found even small acts of generosity triggered brain changes that make people happier. Experts say giving more makes us feel more connected to others, and ultimately, it really boosts our own view of ourselves. So give all you can. That's really the answer.
A nice lesson to
That's a great solution.
Thank you, Doc.
Sure.
Well, a painting worth millions that is spent over 30 years missing after seemingly vanishing into thin air is recovered. This priceless painting by William de Kooning is worth as much as $160 million. The iconic painting disappeared from the University of Arizona's Museum of Art back in the 80s. Police believe it was cut from its frame and then taken by a couple. After restoration, the painting will finally be back in its home.
It is the most expensive home sold in the city of Detroit this year. And man, if these walls could talk, the stories they would tell. The sale of Berry Gordy's Motown mansion just closed for $1.6 million. Photojournalist Alex Atwell caught up with the home's new owner, who promises to carry on this Detroit treasure.
I'm Cynthia Reeves, and you're at the Motown Mansion in Detroit, Michigan. former residents of Berry Gordy Jr. Today is an exciting day. It's a bittersweet day. Today is the day that I sold my beloved mansion to a gentleman from California.
I'm Alan Brown. I'm a consultant and researcher. I work in the arts and culture sector, and I'm thrilled to be moving back to Detroit.
I've taken this home as far as I can take it. I'm looking forward to seeing someone take it to the next level of development.
With the great grace of Cynthia Reeves, I'm so humbled and honored to be allowed to acquire this magnificent estate. Honestly, the most exciting day of my life, to really able to say I'm back in Detroit.
I'm gonna miss the beauty of the home. There really, in my opinion, is no home in the city of Detroit that has the beauty that this home has.
Well, this is a one-of-a-kind property. To walk into this home and see the craft work of the original craftsman who built this house is breathtaking, honestly. It's a magnificent piece of the history of Detroit.
I leave so knowing that the home is in good care, and I know that I have done the best that I can do with this home, and I'm just so happy that it's going to continue to be part of the community of Detroit.
And the future?
Music. I'm a classically trained musician. I attended University of Michigan School of Music. I'm a trained singer. I would love to bring this home alive again with music.
I like that, a musician now taking over.
That home needs music playing inside, you know?
And you know, the seller, Cynthia Reeves, we've interviewed her before. I mean, she painstakingly made sure every single thing from doorknobs to light switches, everything kept its history. Which
Well, we're supposed to nurture our treasures, you know? And that's wonderful.
She definitely did. All right,
Welcome
well, thank
back.
you.
The man you're about to meet may just be the calmest person ever.
It didn't really hurt. It just felt like it kind of stung me, and I looked down and I didn't see anything, and I put my hand there, and that's not good.
New tonight, what he did to himself, the doctors say, was millimeters away from killing him. Coco.
There's a new skate park in downtown Detroit.
I'm really excited.
We'll tell you more about Wayfinding Skate Park and how this all came about.
But first, neighbors there say it felt like a bomb went off. A massive explosion rocks a quiet neighborhood. Next.
New at 6.
No one wants to go to the emergency room, but big changes to the one at Beaumont Royal Oak could make the experience less painful. We've got a sneak peek. New at 6.
It's an environmental disaster averted.
It is the first time that they've actually come out and tried to actually clean the mess up.
Find out what it was that did not make it into Lake St. Clair.
Authorities in Nebraska are searching for some answers after a home explodes, leaving 2 people critically injured and dozens of homes damaged. Video reveals the devastation in Lincoln, which left a neighborhood severely damaged.
We've got most of the front windows are missing. Our garage door is buckled in. The inside garage door is like buckled in that we can't use it.
I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. I just was in awe.
Yeah, officials in that area say they will look at digging permits to help determine who caused that explosion.
In the world of skateboarding, there's no bigger name than Tony Hawk. And today, the Birdman himself is right here in downtown Detroit for one very special event. Our Coco McAvoy was there as well.
You can see people are already enjoying Wayfinding Skate Park in downtown Detroit. It's about bringing the community together and also providing more opportunities for skateboarders. Skateboarders at the new Wayfinding Skate Park tested out the ramps. Among the crowd, a skateboarding legend.
Thanks for the skate park, Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk partnered with Bedrock to bring the park, performance space, and art installation downtown.
I'm really excited to be connected to Detroit. My wife is from here, her family is here. Every time we come to visit with the kids, we love it more and more.
Kids like Elliot Payne traveled from Rochester Hills just to see it.
It's almost like the best feeling ever, like skating with a pro like Tony Hawk.
Rashad lives right in Midtown. The 11-year-old loves to skateboard and thinks it's important to have a skate park in downtown Detroit.
Some of the skate parks, like around, have violence, so this one don't. It ain't none of that.
Whether the skateboarders were experienced, first-timers, or wiping out, it was all about having fun and connecting with other people in the community at the new Wayfinding Skate Park.
This is a temporary location, open until January, and then it will be moving to a different location. In downtown Detroit, I'm Coco McAvoy, Local 4.